causing more trouble. Crime reduction would be drastic. According to the statistics, more than half of 15 and 16-year-olds use weed, and 25 million people use it every year. Making it legal would only keep our youth out of our jails, eliminating the social consequences of the drug. Just last year, Jory from UW got arrested for having weed, and he's still doing good in school. Marijuana is safer than alcohol based on the studies, so it doesn't make sense that weed is illegal and alcohol is legal. We waste a lot of money on this issue, keeping it illegal. Time wasted, money wasted, and lives wasted. If you think about all the musicians, all the presidents, and all the hardworking people who have used weed, do you really believe that weed is the failure of people? We can save a lot of stress and gain a lot from legalizing drugs in the U.S. Time to accept change. Vote for cash. Oh, and next is Charles.
In a global economy where the most valuable skill you can sell is your knowledge, a good education is no longer just a pathway to opportunity, it is a prerequisite. Barack Obama. Hi, my name is Charles Armstead, representing J. Sean Cash. I'm here to talk about education in our country and how we must improve our curriculum. It is no secret that the U.S. lacks in education, and it is an undeniable fact that countries who out-educate us today will out-compete us tomorrow. Some may argue it is a lack of today's generation. Some may argue it is a lack of motivation in today's generation of students. In some cases, this is true. But I believe that it is not only the teacher's job to teach, but also to motivate the students. I believe that the curriculum we use today is old and doesn't apply to present-day problems and lessons, which in return, it does not interest today's generation. I believe that if we use more project-based learning, making it where the students will have more interaction with each other, students wouldn't spend most of their time in class bored because they would be engaged in conversation about the project they are focused on. Since 1983, over 10 million Americans have reached the 12th grade without having learned to read at a basic level. Over 20 million have reached senior year unable to do basic math. Almost 25 million have reached the 12th grade not knowing the essentials of U.S. history. I also believe that instead of spending $531 billion on our national security, we should cut down from our military spending and start putting more money into the government towards funding for college students' financial aid. Unlike Republican Mitt Romney, who suggested to hike up military spending up to 4% of the country's gross for extra protection, quote unquote, we should take enough money from war materials to help the less fortunate fund for college because of the simple fact we are not at war with anyone. It is a known fact that the U.S. spends almost double on warfare than any other country, so a slight decrease would not hurt. Let's teach our children to go to college instead of how to fight in combat. Picture this. Christopher Wright, 18-year-old senior from Detroit, Michigan. He had a pretty good high school career, and he got accepted into Stanford University. All seems well, until he realized he's from a low-income household who cannot pay for his books, let alone his tuition. So instead of becoming a scientist at Stanford, he had to settle for his AA in a community college. He only attended the college for a semester until he dropped out. In months to come, he was ultimately influenced by his community. It's time to accept change. Vote Cash for president if you want more money in your residence.
No.